Hi everyone, this is Jeff Anderson for EDPE 565, Research Methods and Statistics in Sport and Athletics. I'm here to do my Module 4 video presentation. I'm trying to focus on positive youth development in sports. Looking at this, the reason why, I just see it, I'm a former professional collegiate coach. Just finished up the last spring and summer and fall with a high school travel team with a bunch of boys from different high schools, and seeing different coaches on the other side of the court, on the sidelines, spectators, the fans, parents in the stands acting slightly unruly. So I thought our program that I work with is really focused on positive youth development, and I thought that would be a good way and a good start. Plus, I have 17 years of experience coaching and directing basketball officials. So that's why I went this way. Looking at the athlete and basically taking the approach in my research, who comes in contact with the athlete. And first off, obviously the parents, they set the tone, but sometimes you don't have the best parents, so you go with a good coach. The coach is also bound by the program that he's within, the athletics program, plus his own basketball program, the culture that he's committing to, plus the administrators who's overseeing him and he's answering to, the teammates for each athlete and their opponents. So that from the player's perspective, then the spectators themselves are influencing the student athlete, and then of course the officials do impact what's going on with the student athletes. I looked at the OSAA's fundamentals for sportsmanship, knowing the rules, behaving appropriately, respecting the officials, respecting the opponents, and doing your best to win. My time in Japan, that was the big thing, is you respected your opponents, you respected the officials. It was nothing but respect, but that's a different culture. Come back to the US and I did all my research, doing that sort of stuff. It's a little different than being overseas, where culture is very different. It's winning is everything over here. There, it's respecting your opponent and doing your best. From my 80 articles that I viewed, 9 of them were about coaches, 8 about parents, 13 about spectators, 8 about the players, 10 about the administrators, 21 about the officials, and 4 about the program wide. Obviously, each of the articles, or the articles not obviously, some of the articles may focus on other things other than their focus, but that was the main focus in the abstract for each of those 80 articles. Something I found very interesting was a case study done in Canada on a hockey program. They looked at a high school sport program. It is within the high school, but it's a very high level sport program. So it was for hockey. They're traveling almost every weekend across the border to play prep schools and junior colleges and small schools down in the US. And their focus at every turn in the classroom, on the ice, on the team bus, in meals, was positive youth development and creating a climate of good sportsmanship plus positive youth in the community. And obviously those high school student athletes become collegians, whether student athletes or not, but then after they graduate from college, they become good citizens. And I think that's just a culture that we really need to promote and maintain. Next was a program-wide interesting topic about winning by de-emphasizing winning. And this is a program style that we can look at and say, where's this going? Why are we focused so much on the success of the program? Well, it's because it's tied to money, we understand that. But the article goes on to say, by Nielsen in 2014, it was winning by de-emphasizing winning, establishing climates for moral development in sports. And the moral development comes from taking away the winning aspect, but promoting student athletes and their moral development, their positive youth development, which is the big thing. And then lastly, the one that stood out the most is referees. The emergent themes for the referee experience in one of the articles is their recruitment. They want to stay part of the game. Referees are there to help the kids. The competition and the challenge is another one. Off the court, obviously, remuneration. They're receiving money. You know, it's a great part-time job. Socialization in the community. It's a great networking thing. You meet people, you meet kids, you see them come up. It's phenomenal. The retention. How do they retain the referees and the referee experience? The problematic social interaction. They're there as a buffer to help deal with authority, which turns into dealing with police officers or security guards. You see these disrespectful kids in the shopping malls. You see drivers, you know, on all the YouTube videos and stuff, being disrespectful, non-compliant. I mean, that's a big thing. Student athletes learn to deal with authority because they're dealing with officials all throughout their sports careers. The training and mentoring is a great thing. It's constant education, sharpening the saw by Stephen Covey, you know, with his 7 habits of highly effective people. He looks at sharpening the saw, which is, you know, training yourself every day to improve. And then the advancement, the emergent themes. The problems with the referee experience is there's a lack of administrator consideration. So athletic directors aren't really looking, how do we help the officials get better? How do we help them do their job easier? Basically, I would think a lot of officials would support the idea of a yellow card, red card for spectators at football games, basketball games, any athletic contest. You get out of pocket, give him a yellow card. He gets 2, you're ejected. Problem solved. We wouldn't have any non-ideal personnel in the stands, sectors in the stands. And that article came from, sorry about this, it was Warner, Tingle, and Kellett, and I thought that was it was really, really telling about referee attrition, officiating attrition. So that's where I am right now, and then I look forward to giving that 10 to 12 minute presentation on introduction and methodology on how I'm going. Thank you very much. Good luck. Have a Merry Christmas. Bye.